Hello everybody, welcome back to other Project Zomboid video. So I've been getting a lot of requests and questions about which mods I'm using, so I decided to make a video of my list of mods. And currently my game is at version build 41.53. So in this video I start with map edition mods, moving on to vehicle and game setup mods, then weapon and armor. Then in the very end, I have a bunch of miscellaneous mods, more just for fun and giggles. So starting with the map edition mods. So the first mod I have is Knox Country Map. So it's not really a map edition. What it is, it's a lootable map that you can find in the game. So I believe it can be found anywhere you usually find map. So any magazine stand or even sometimes in the cars. Then it marks all the gas station, campground, hotel. You can see the zoom where the industrial area, the residential, or the farmland are. I really enjoy this mod because sometimes I go on road trip. I like this realistic gameplay of using a map to navigate myself instead of just pull up a map on my second monitor. Then some of the other map edition I really enjoy Frankfurt and Fort Redstone, and also West Point expansion. Along with West Point expansion, there's also a West Point expansion loot map item. So just like the Knox County or country map, this is a map of the new added area of West Point. I really enjoy West Point expansion. It pretty much adds more area to the west or east of the West Point. So this is a map. Anything left on here is West Point itself. And if you watch my base building video, I built a base in, I built one of my base, actually two of my bases in West Point expansion map. It's a cool area, got almost everything you need in a city. Frankfurt is more mainly residential area, so it's more like a, I don't know, a compact suburban-like map. I really enjoy playing like high difficulty on this map. But just make sure you don't die in the beginning because you do spawn in a parking lot rather than in a house than other map. Moving on to the vehicle mods, I'll start with the Filibuster Rams used car. So I would say this is probably the best car mod. It adds in so many different variety of cars. You can find all kind of race car with different paint. I have a little collection set up in my base. Try to hunt down and collect all different kind of vehicles. There's just so much more. There's trucks, there's RVs, all kinds of cars. This picture doesn't cover all. You would just constantly finding more cars in the game. And some other mod I have is I have this one for Kentucky police pack. So for this mod, they're adding a different skin for the police vehicle. So that one for each city, Rosewood. This one is not sure what this one is, but each city have their own style police car. It can just add more graphic and cosmetic look to the game. I enjoy it. Then some other mods I have for vehicle are the 86 Oshkosh. This pretty much just adds one military vehicle in three different skins, I believe. So this is more like a military truck. And for more military vehicle, I also have the military and police used car skin. So this has a Humvee and a military truck and a Jeep. I also have the M113A1 armor vehicle. So this is almost like an armored tank. You can find in almost all the police station. There's many different camo color variation. And the last mod on my vehicle category will be auto start trailer. And the common library that comes with the trailer mod. The favorite thing about this mod is the RV trailer because I believe this thing has a fridge, an oven, a bed, and TV, radio, generator. It's got everything you need. It's really good if you want to go on a road trip. You can stock up on food and go wherever you want. besides RV, there's a fuel tank and many different trailers. They're good overall. Even just you want to go on a loo run, sometimes a small pickup truck just doesn't have the trunk space for everything. And moving on to the game setup mods. So I have more trails and more professional options. Uh, it kind of just add more, I guess, option or paths you want to start the game with. Uh, One thing to be careful about the more trail mods. Do not use the bouncer mod. I think that mod, that trail is bugged. So when a zombie get too close to you, they just start dying. So pretty much it just ruins the game. But there's some really OP mods, but it's up to you to choose which one you like. And if you do a sandbox setting, you can also choose how much free skill point you have in the beginning. So if you want to do a test run, you can try out a lot of different trails. And I have this mod for zombie. I really like this one because it adds so many different zombie. There's so many different costume the zombies wearing. It's Left 4 Dead characters. It's different kind of costumes, clowns, cheerleader. I run into a couple clowns already. I think there's mimes too, and different character. His Pennywise found it. I don't know what is this about. Some kind of clown festival, I guess. Then there's also a mod for chi menu. This pretty much give you the ability to do whatever you need in the game. You can spawn an item, you can teleport, you can spawn a zombie. So it's good if you want to test out some stuff in the game, but I usually don't play with this. But when I was building my above the water bridge base, I actually accidentally fall off the second floor and fall into the river, and the character couldn't move, so I had to download this mod to TP and fly myself out of the river. So it's a solution if you run across some kind of weird bug, your character is stuck or whatever. Okay, moving on to the armor and the weapon mods. So I have SWAT and Riot Pack. So this pretty much just add SWAT gears to your game, and you can find those gear in almost all police station, and you can find zombie dressed as a SWAT member too. And I also have Paul Low Root. So this one adds some cool military gears and also some fantasy, I guess, cosplay gears. So some interesting addition to the game. And also Brida's armor pack pretty much adds a lot more cool military look. Brida's weapon pack as well. So actually I don't play with this mod just because there's so many guns, and I think this mod lags on my crafting menu a lot. And the gunfire mod is a mod that comes with a weapon pack, Brida's weapon pack. I do have this mod enabled even though I don't have the Brita weapon pack. So one thing I love is you got the setting for this mod to show how much damage you do to the zombie. I like this just so I can compare between each weapon to figure out which one is most effective almost. Then for other weapon mod, I have a silence mod. Pretty much they have the item for in-game silencer you can add to the gun, make your gun little more effective because you know how the game is. You shoot one bullet, you get swarmed by zombies. It's almost like not worth to use a gun. But this, I guess, bring your gun from more of a collection to real use. And you can also handcraft a silencer. I think a homemade silencer is made of what was it? I think pipes or flashlight. Yeah, you need a saw to make it and a screwdriver to attach it to your gun. And oh, look at that! Actually, I have two mods. Let me unsub one of them. I also have this mod for firearm. It pretty much adds some more gun addition. So you got a little sniper rifle, some more pistol, shotgun, and I think MP5 also. Oh, also this one. This mod is a crossbow mod. Uh, If you any of you guys are Walking Dead fan, it's Darrow style. You can roll with the crossbow. Then you can also handcraft crossbow with this mod too. I believe this is a remaster version, so I think it adds in the option for you to handcraft the crossbow bolt and also a couple wood crossbow. Now this mod is a melee weapon pack. It adds in so many more different melee weapons. It just make the game much more interesting. You can build your collection of melee weapon, or just have different kind of melee weapon. Try them out. The short blade, long blade, all different kinds. I think I even found a kunai knife in this. Moving on to the miscellaneous mods. I have this one for additional skill books. Uh, I love to read books before I go and try to level up my skills. So I believe this mod adds in more of the physical skills like the sneaking, left foot, and some a bunch of others like aiming and reloading. And this mod is craft helper. It's highly recommend for any beginner. It really what it does is it tells you, it gives you the option to right click on an item and tells you what you can use this item to craft. I mean, it's totally up to you if you like to figure it out how to craft an item. Uh, it's also part of the experience finding out what does this item do and what can you craft with it. But this just really helps for anyone who is starting in the game new because there's just so many items you don't know what's junk, what's not. I also have mod for lockpicking. It kind of introduces a mini game to lockpick doors and cars, and also also a mini game for hot wiring car. And I really love this one. It adds the option to not break, I guess lockpick doors and window using a crowbar. So you can also unlock a car with this. And there's a mod for to make sure you know which book you have read and have not. So any book you haven't read will have a question mark next to the icon. Anything you start reading but haven't finished will have a yellow triangle. And anything that's already finished will have no icon. It just helps you keep track which book you have, which book you don't. And I also have a different mod to keep track of your book. So this is like a, I guess, sticky note, almost tick list. You can craft this, I believe, with a sheet of paper and a pen, right? The black pen. What it does, because when you're all looting for books, you never know what you have at home. You can take it off. Let's say you have level 1, 2 comprehension book at home, you can just take it off, and so you know what to loot when you're out there. There's also a list of items you can circle, draw a line, or whatever. Better sorting. So this mod's really useful. Uh, so right now in game, there's so many items. I think it just categorizes a bunch of items into the category item. With this mod, it tells you medical, cooking, crafting, tools. It just make a lot more sense for anyone who's new, who doesn't know what item does. Like sometimes there's a lot of junk item that doesn't do anything. In this case, it was says junk in the category. It also help you stay organized when you try to sort your inventory. And here's this mod is how strong is that wall. It's really simple mod. You just right click on your wall, and then you can tell any structure that's built by player. You can tell how much health of the wall is left. And I think when you have low carpentry level, it doesn't tell you too much detail. But once you have reach higher carpentry level, you can actually see how much hit point the wall or door has. And the last mod is a hunting mod. This one it's not the perfect mod because it's not really hunting. So what you do when you forge, you can find animal tracks. I guess it's a way to get protein, but as you track down the animal, you can have the option to hunt it. But it doesn't. You don't actually take it out of the gun and like shoot it yourself. It just hunts it for you, kinda. But it's a good way to get food, get meat, protein, late game, rather than fishing. And that concludes all my list of mods. And all those mods has been working for my current build 41.53. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. And please drop a like button, hit the like button, and drop a sub on my channel if you would like to see more Project Zomboid content.